So I do want to take a look at that because now, especially now that we kind of know, and it's a good Thursday night game. The Detroit Lions travel to those Green Bay Packers. Aaron Jones expected to play. It looks like Christian Watson is still rumored to be
Bro,
out.
I can't stand this, bro. It's been 4 weeks, and it's like Christian Watson, Christian, like, just suit up, please. I need you.
Yeah, that's a fantasy owner talking right there. But listen, both teams 2-1. Whoever wins this matchup, I mean, they are leading the division. Detroit favored by 1.5 points on the road. David Montgomery, I doubt he plays. Christian Watson, I doubt he plays. It feels like AJ or not AJ Dillon. Aaron Jones is gonna play. Practiced all last week and then didn't play. Kind of feels like they were saving him for this Thursday game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have a tough time picking a winner here. I have a sick feeling that Green Bay is going to pull it out, and that like I wanted Detroit to be good this year, but I think Green Bay is going to pull it off. I think Green Bay is going to beat them at home in Lambeau. I think Jordan Love is going to get another text message from Aaron Rodgers saying, "Good game, my boy." I think Aaron Jones will be able to run all over this defense and be effective in the passing game again, like we saw Week 1 versus the Bears. He was a weapon that they used everywhere. Dobes, Jaden Reed, Musgrave. There's no clear-cut guy to defend. That secondary is a little weak, and I'm excited to see it. Do you have the Lions pulling this off, or do you have the Packers taking stronghold of this division?
I got the Packers. I think, they're at home, and I think what we saw was Detroit, they struggled a little bit, against the Seahawks. And I know the Falcons, they were 2-0, but they were a fake 2-0. They're not a good team. But for me, winning in Green Bay is not easy, divisional game. And I think that Packers defense is legit. I know they got a little help that Carr got hurt and they came back, but I think they pull away. I think they get this victory, and this is a big game because if the Lions win, they win a game against a rival, second place team probably at on the road. So if they could get this, it'd be huge for them. But if the
This
Packers
is a
win,
game that the Packers are expected to win, and it's huge for Detroit if they do.
yeah, for sure. So it's like that Chiefs game, where it's like, oh, everybody thinks the Packers, but can the Lions sneak one out? So I think the Packers win. Like a field goal, 4 points, something like that. But it should be a good game. So I'm excited to see how both these teams kind of play, especially for Love. I haven't seen Love really play. I've seen the highlights, but I wanted to really see how he looks as a quarterback this year.
Yeah, from what I've seen, composed, cool, collected, pretty calm. I mean, that's expected when you've been training for a while in the system behind Aaron Rodgers. That Detroit offense doesn't always travel on the road, even in Kansas City.
And
Week 1.
And real quick too, Jahmyr Gibbs. What does that team do? I'm not a fantasy owner. I'm just like
Jahmyr Gibbs.
That
I haven't.
They look like they're doing the same thing they're doing to DeAndre Swift.
I haven't seen Jahmyr Gibbs for a full game since Week 1. If I'm being honest, I haven't sat down and really watched the Lions game like that. Jahmyr Gibbs got the bulk of carries this past week, 17 for 80. So what is that? 4.7 per carry. Lead back. Just didn't find the end zone. I feel like if he found the end zone there, we wouldn't be having this conversation. But they have 3 backs out there: Craig Reynolds, Zonovan Knight getting carries. Jahmyr Gibbs is no worry fantasy wise. It's not the goal line.
Like for me, they're just not really designing plays for him. Like they're very just generic running back reads and whatnot, and they're not really letting him explode.
It feels like they're like very much so taking their time with getting him in the system, and I don't know what's going inside there. I don't know if maybe he looks flustered at practice with too much information. I don't know, but 1 catch for 2 yards this past week. I mean, only 4 people caught the ball for Detroit, which is kind of crazy. But he was one of them, I guess, in that sense. But Sam Laporta, how about him? I mean, huge weekend for him. He definitely looks like the second receiving option for that Lions team.
Beast.
I'll be interested to see what he does in a divisional game. I think it'll be close. I think it's going to be a fun game. I think it's going to be a much more entertaining game than last week's 49ers-Giants blowout. But, yeah, I'm excited to see this Packers offense on a short week too.
Mm-hmm.
What can Jordan Love do on a short week? Part of that, maybe you do take the Lions and Goff because he's a vet and he's willing. He's already knows that quick turnaround, and Jordan Love doesn't. Also, a lot of
Mm-hmm.
expectations going into this game for Jordan Love. Packers are 2-1. Fans think that they could win that division now, and this is a game to do so. So it'll be interesting. The lights will be on bright Thursday night already in week 4. Be sure to drop your predictions in the comment section below. We'll be back this Friday, give you a full preview, give you our best bets. You don't want to miss that. Both had winning weeks. Both would have given you some money in your pocket, doing the college kid's name proud. But again, those are the experts. Give them a follow on Twitter. Give us a follow on Twitter to be up to date with all your NFL sports news, sports meme content, etc. Hit the subscribe button on this channel. Hit the like button, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Deuces.